Welcome back for a new edition of Box Office History. So, with that said, in this installment, we'll be looking at a series of four films total, and that is the theatrical release Lego films. Total, we have four. We have, of course, the original, the Lego movie, Batman Lego, Ninjago, as well as, of course, the second Lego film. Um, and also, I want to quickly say before we get started, in the next special box office history, we're going to be doing something that I will do only every so often, every few months. I'm calling it the movie box office versus or box office battle, if you will. And I will be looking either at two sequels of a specific franchise or two films with very similar themes and elements to each other that came out the same year. And the first edition of this special series I'm going to be doing next week, I will be looking at the Battle of Two Ant films from 1998, and I will be breaking it down to several different categories, as well as three different websites of reviews, opinions on both films and everything, and films I am personally myself familiar with. And that is gonna be A Bug's Life versus Ants. But that is next time. For now, let's get started. The first Lego theatrical film was released in 2014 by, of course, Warner Brothers, which makes all the Lego games. The first Lego movie was rated PG, and all of these films are PG, of course, family friendly. The first film was actually a rather surprise hit for many people. Like I said, released in 2014 with a budget of $60 million. It was 3D, designed to look more like stop motion animation, which is really cool, and it gives, in my opinion, Lego its own very distinctive element and feel and atmosphere to it. The first film domestically would make up 55.1% of its total box office with 257,760,692. Worldwide, it would end up making 468,060,692. So just shy of 470 million. The first Lego film was a real surprise to many people, including myself. I saw the film only once when it first came out, so I don't have the best overall memory of the film. I do remember somewhat enjoying it. Now that I have HBO Max, I may go back and watch all the films. The second film we have to talk about is film I saw twice in theater, and I'll admit I've seen the film 4 times now. Love this film, and I love all the Easter eggs and cameos in it. And that is the Lego Batman movie, which in my opinion is a great film. I've only seen 3 out of the 4 films. And in my opinion, the Batman Lego film is the best of the ones I've seen. Um, with that said, just like the first one, like I said, rated PG, released in 2017 with a budget of $80 million, so a decent little jump in $20 million. 56.3% of its box office revenue would be domestic, with $175,750,384. I was kind of sad to see this film did not do nearly as much as though it still did okay domestically. Worldwide, though, it would only do $311,950,384. Unfortunately, it would not do nearly as well as the previous film worldwide. Though domestically it did okay, but still, that is a drop from the first Lego film, and given it's a Batman property, though I think some people are worried about being more childish friendly and stuff, though I thought it was handled really well. And I liked a lot of the voice actors they did in the film, and I loved the whole thing having Daleks and everything, having Doctor Who references, and many other references from other franchises. But nevertheless, I love this film. It's a shame it did not do better. Next we have the Lego Ninjago movie, which is the only other one I've actually personally seen. Personally, I think this film is underrated criminally. I actually thought it was good. I thought the pacing was solid, and I thought the comedy, for the most part, was honestly really good. I don't know why more people didn't give this film a chance, which is unfortunate, because it's actually not bad. With that said, it was also released in 2017, the same year, um, and unknown budget, which is question marks right there. Total domestic would make up 48.2%, a little bit lower, and unfortunately, it would only do 59,281,555 worldwide. It would do only 123,081,555 dollars. That is a real huge blow. We're talking like a 180 million drop from the Batman film. Though the Ninjago was definitely more of a gamble, to be fair, and doing two films all of a sudden the same year after being like 3 years from the original like Lego movie. Then we go to the last film, which was released in 2019. The Lego movie, the second part, as I believe it was called for some reason, weird name, with a budget of 99 million, which is unusual, not 100 million even, whatever. 55% of its total revenue would be domestic. It would do 105,806,508 dollars. Worldwide, it would only do 192,306,508. So it did not do a huge budget, needless to say. Of a budget of basically about 100 million, it would do about twice the budget. Close, though, when you add in also marketing and everything, and the percentage cut that theaters got, which for Anderson was about 70%. So, or rather, the company got 70%, and the theaters kept 30% of the ticket sales. So, when you add all that together, it actually lost money. So, it's hard to say whether or not there'll be ever another theatrical film at all of Lego films. It's hard to say. Right now, it's not looking great. I mean, the first Lego film, the original, did just shy of 400 something million. The last one did under 200 million. So, that's a pretty massive drop in box office revenue when you look at it. I think as time has gone on, I think more people have looked back more fondly of the Batman Lego film. I just wish more people would look back fondly at the Ninjago film, though. I've not seen the final of the 4 Lego films, so I cannot, as of yet, give a honest overall opinion on that. And there are some films in the future, sometimes if I get a chance, I might actually review, and that is the Bionicle films, which I remember from the 2000s. Hopefully you enjoyed the music in the background. This is music playing for my most recent PS4 theme I picked up, because there's now like retro wave and stuff themes. Awesome. With that said, hopefully you enjoyed this edition of Box Office History for the Lego films. And as I said, next time will be a special versus video, a battle between, and I will decide at the end through all different statistics and everything, which film do I personally feel in the end is better, Ants or A Bug's Life. We will see next week. But with that said, stay safe and have a good June. See you next time.